Hello everyone, start off by taking a piece of dough and then roll it out as such. Make multiple folds onto it. Now use two chopsticks and then make them flatten on two of the ends. Bring them together in the center as such. Make two slits on one of the ends. Now roll it up as such. Afterwards, do the same on the other end and then roll it up and then spread it out. This is what the final look will be. Next, take an oblong piece of dough and then flatten it out on one of the sides. Now use any sort of flat object, make multiple lines on it as such. Use any sort of stick and make multiple markings on it, and then afterwards make vertical lines onto it as well as such. This should make it look like maze. Now lift up the bottom portion of it and arrange it as such. Add multiple lines to it. Next, take the cylindrical piece of dough, roll it on opposite ends as such. Repeat this step and afterwards take a knife, make a diagonal slit on the top and the bottom of it. Put any sort of flat object in it and join it in the center as such. Add a red center to it and flatten out both of the sides. Take some yellow dough that is circular in shape and then afterwards flatten it out. Now bring all of the four sides together as such and then press it together so that it stays. Bring in the middle sides that are present to it as well. Now add a red center to it using a fork. Flatten out all of the edges of it. This is what it should look like. Once you are done with this, use your fingers in order to press the ends of it to bring it together. Next, take a circular piece of flattened dough and now cut it up into four triangles as such. Now fold it over and press it together using any sort of stick. Wrap it around as such and then press it together. Remove the stick and now bring the other ends together as well. Take a circular piece of flattened dough and then make these four triangles out of it. Arrange them one on top of the other. Use a pair of chopsticks to bring two of the corners together as such. Now you should make this somewhat triangular-like shape. Now bring over the edges to make it meet in the center as such. Continue to do so for all three sides. Add a red center to it as the final look. Next, take this oblong piece of dough and now roll it over from either end to make it meet in the center. Take a comb and make these multiple markings onto it. Take these pair of chopsticks, bring it together as such. Now once you are done with this, press together two of the sides, add a red center to it. Take a yellow piece of dough and then make a hole in the center. Fold over two of the sides as such and then fold over two of the other sides on the opposite ends. Fold over the middle layers that are present as well in the center as such. Add a red center to it and now afterwards take a fork, press over the edges. Now once you have done this, reverse it and then make the edges more pronounced. Take a circular piece of dough that has been flattened and then use three of these, add them one on top of the other, bring four ends together and then press together the middle ends as well. Now add a red center to the middle portion of it as such. This will be the final look of it. Take a piece of dough and now fold it together multiple number of times as such. Afterwards, add a center to it as such. After you've added a center, take a rope and then press it bottom. Now roll it over, add a red center. Take two cylindrical pieces of dough, wrap and twist one over the other as such. Do this until you reach the end and finally once you have reached the end, begin to roll it in on itself as such. Now once you have done this, this is what it should look like. Add a red center to it. Take a circular piece of flattened dough, take a comb and make these markings on all three sides. Afterwards, make three slits in it, roll over each of these slits and then fold it over. Fold it around this red little bead-like structure that we have used for all of these. Now make multiple of these. Next, take a yellow cylindrical piece of dough, roll it from either end, cut it, and then join it together in the center. Add a red center to it. Take multiple pieces of the dough as such, and then using two pairs of chopsticks, bring it together. Bring it together in the center as well. Once you are done with this, add a red center to it. Next, take the circular piece of dough, using a stick, make multiple lines on it as checks as such. Thank you for watching.